Right, dye sublimation printing. Very much dependent upon the software that you use. When I'm doing test work or doing work for customers, I use just 3 pieces of software, and I'm going to show you those here. If I go to my start menu, and it's the top 3 here. I've got On1 Resize, I've got Adobe Fireworks, and I've got Coreldraw. Now, there's all kinds of different versions. There'll be later versions of On1, Adobe, and Coreldraw, but I'm quite happy with the versions that I've got. So let's have a quick look. On1. What On1 does is it will take a photograph, a reasonable quality image or photograph, and you can increase the size of the image. Now, the software will do that for you. I'm not going to take that through you now, but that's what it's there for. Adobe Fireworks is for manipulating an image, cropping, resizing, etc., etc. But I stress that if you're going to make an image bigger, first go on to On1 Resize and then Adobe Fireworks and trim it down to smaller. That maintains integrity and quality. And then you've got Coreldraw, which is a great graphics program that you bring the images into. And many pieces of equipment and many specialized printing subjects recognize Coreldraw and indeed do plugins. All I do is use it in its rawest form, create my own templates, and away we go. All I'm going to do today is to make certain, or show you how to make certain, that your software is loaded and is working, and where necessary is communicating with the printer. Let's have a look at On1 Resize first. Some people may have genuine refractors. That was an earlier version. But let's go to our images. Z. When you're using this, you've got to use the little chevron and toggle it down. And if we go into, say, customer documents, what else have we got? Images. If I click here, it will highlight that particular folder. But if I want to navigate into the folder, you must hit the chevron. Let's take a look at, let's see what this is, edible images. There we go. So you would take that image, you would click on resize, and then you would set your sizes. As you can see, I've possibly already done this, but it's 10.87 centimeters wide with a height of 11.6. As I say, you adjust the sizes there. It is always 300 resolution pixels per inch. That gives you depth of quality, and you hit done, and that will make a copy, and you can work it from there. And I know I'm going through this quickly, but the purpose is just merely to introduce, and then I want to check that the printers are set up right. So why don't we just take that down, and let's now come on to Adobe Fireworks. Great program, absolutely great. Let's navigate to, let's just say here. There we go. This is something that I helped a customer do for a show that he's doing. Basically, I can resize that if I wanted to resize. Supposing you wanted to do a different size. This is for a mug, but supposing you go image size. Now, I always say to people, if you're going to make it smaller, great. If you try and make it bigger, you're going to lose definition. But there we go, that's how you would do that. So again, it would be modify, canvas, image size. Change your image size. Now, you've got a problem here. That should be 300 pixels per inch. Did you see what happened there? Your pixels, number of pixels shot up. And that's what happens to the image. It just gets bigger. So you reduce it down to 25% and then you can deal with it. But let's just check that our printer's now hooked up, and we will go File. We look for Print, and we're going to select our Epson WF 2010 Series 2, and then we're going to select Properties. Now I've already, for this printer, I've created some standard sublimation presets, and you can see I'm using Epsom matte. Quality is high, and you can get at these there, different papers. And then because I choose to do the mirroring within the printer driver, I go here, mirror image, high speed. Now I wouldn't necessarily do high speed on this particular image because you've got a block. High speed is it prints in both directions as the head moves. I'm going to print it in one single direction. So there we go, that's set. That's set. And let's just tell it to print. And as you can hear, that has been sent to the printer and away it goes. So we know that software is good. So let's just close that down and let's go in now to Coreldraw. Open. You have to excuse me while I navigate. I'm going to go into the family folders. There we go, let's take this one. Okay, that's in the format of a Christmas card, but the purpose of this is just to see that our printer is printing through this particular software. So all we would do is go File. Again, you can go Printer Setup if you wish, Print Setup. Select your printer. Epsom WO 2010, copy to. Go into Preferences, and let's get this right. As you can see, it comes in as plain paper, standard, and if you look on the More Options tab, it's just got high speed selected as standard. If you select our sublimation here, you'll see that it changes that, and it's changed the paper type to Epsom matte and the quality to high. So that's just achieved through creating a preset for sublimation printing. So that's basically it. All you would do then is click OK, and you would click OK, and you would click File, Print. It's got an issue. Let's see what that is. Image resolution below, yes it will be on that particular image, I wouldn't worry about it. So you just override it and you click print, and that's gone off to print. Now providing you're getting a printout from Fireworks and Coreldraw, you're good, you're ready to go. Now this is the first lesson in using software, and I would ask that you go through this again and again until you're familiar with selecting your printer, selecting your printer preferences, and then doing your prints. You will make a mistake a time or two on not mirroring the image, so on and so forth. But if you mess around with it, you'll get used to it. Hopefully that's helped you out, and hopefully this is of some use to you. Thank you.